First impressions are always lasting impressions, and this is true for almost everything we encounter, whether they be good or bad. For first-time visitors to Vaalwater, the latter will be the case when they approach the town from the south or the east. When entering the town on the Melkrefie Road, you are welcomed by the sign, which in itself is a fitting advertisement of what can be expected further on. Approaching from the north, visitors are greeted with a beautifully laid out shopping complex where they can browse around for souvenirs, stock up on supplies, get information about the area from the tourism kiosk, and have a meal al fresco style under big shady trees on a neatly trimmed lawn. Leaving the complex behind, you enter the town. The memories of your encounter with the green oasis quickly fades as you are greeted on the left by corrugated iron shacks. Further on, there are some kids playing football in a park, and right next to where they are playing is a rubbish dump, where a constant stream of vehicles drive up to dump their rubbish. Further along the main road are rows of unsightly temporary structures made from plastic sheeting and corrugated iron. Informal street traders have set up their stalls along the main road here, but there are no ablutions or proper waste disposal facilities. Litter and other waste is disposed of along the main road. There is also no running water. There are some waste disposal bins dotted about. Very few serve their purpose. There are signs everywhere, many in various stages of disrepair and scattered haphazardly, which contribute to what is already an extreme eyesore. There aren't any historic buildings or iconic attractions that would draw visitors to the town, and as a result, tourists would only pass through on their way to one of the wildlife destinations or were needing to stock up on supplies. Regardless of the reason, our visit is not entitled to clean and neat surrounds that will enhance their enjoyment and experience of this small platteland village. One of the things for visitors to do in Vaalwater is to go on a township tour in Lesseding. There are a few tour operators that offer these excursions. You have the opportunity to get a glimpse of township life and the culture of the people. You taste locally brewed beer made from maize, eat a traditional meal at Delish Park, visit a sangoma, browse for souvenirs and locally made crafts, and learn some folk stories told through dance by a talented group of tribal dancers. As you drive around, you notice that the gardens and homes in Lesseding are kept quite neat and the streets are relatively free of litter. If you happen to pass by the landfill site, it very quickly becomes evident that things here are out of control and are not being run or managed properly. Allegedly, the only truck for rubbish collection is often out of service, and so rubbish is not collected. Apparently, a small bulldozer is hired to manage and bury the waste as it comes in. Unfortunately, it is not always available, and as a result of this, paper and plastic waste gets caught in the wind and is dispersed over a wide area. Recyclable materials brought to the landfill are sorted by members of the community and create a form of income for them. There are 13 people that work on the landfill full-time. Vaalwater Scrap is a privately owned recycling business and buys recyclable material. By buying this material collected and sorted by the people, more than 3,000 people now have a form of income that previously had none. Through an initiative created by the manager at Vaalwater Scrap, piecework is given to young men at the yard that were previously unemployed and addicted to drugs, but they are now off the drugs and have work and a form of income. It is evident that any rules and laws that may be in place are not upheld and has resulted in rubbish being dumped everywhere. Vaalwater Scrap has skips available for distribution around the town into which trash can be thrown and which they will collect at their own cost. This would be an obvious solution to this problem. There are certain criteria that make an area attractive to tourists. The most important are safety, cleanliness, good health facilities, proper services and accessibility. The situation in Vaalwater has become progressively worse, and the one obvious solution to fix all the above is for government to allow private sector involvement. A good example is Joe Tau's Delish Park, which he turned from an unutilized, rubbish-filled municipal park into a beautiful facility where kids can play in safety and families can enjoy meals and relax in beautiful surroundings. Through private-public participation, solutions can be found and Vaalwater can become a place that tourists will want to visit.